Welcome to the SaturdayMP Show, episode number 55, being recorded mostly live November 6th, 2024. This is a show about shipping secure, high-quality software faster. I'm your host, Chris, and today we're going to answer the question of how do you convert a virtual machine from one provider to another. So in this case, we want to convert, I don't know if provider is the right word. I don't know what the correct term for that would be. Platform, maybe. So in this case, I want to convert some virtual machines from VMware to Hyper-V. And I actually have done all the conversions a while ago. I just thought I'd record this video just to share how I figured out how to do it with others. And the reason I did the conversion is VMware got bought by Broadcom or something like that. Anyway, Comcast maybe. And then it just became, at least from my small business point of view, it became very difficult to download new versions, and I wasn't sure the new pricing structure they set up. It just got very, very confusing for me. So it seemed like maybe they shifted at least the VMware Workstation software. I don't know what's going on with that. So but on the plus side too, I noticed when I switched to Hyper-V, I got a nice performance improvement. It just, a lot of the VMs, especially I had this one client VM that was kind of slow, a Windows VM that I switched to. I switched it to Hyper-V, and I definitely noticed the performance improvement, like running all the unit tests and stuff like that. There's definitely a performance improvement. So for this example, we're not going to convert. I'm running, I guess, a couple of background. I run on a Windows host. So I'm running on Windows 10, which hopefully I'll upgrade to Windows 11 when I get a new computer in the next month or two. That's the plan, at least. And for clients, I use a variety of different guest operating systems, usually Ubuntu or Windows, depending on what the client needs. So, excuse me. And then sometimes I do have a MacBook Pro. In the off chance I have to do some Mac development work, like some of my open source projects are Mac, so I use a Mac for that. But you can't really create virtual machines for Mac, at least not legally. So unless they change something, I haven't checked in a while. All right, but let's get down to business here. So I guess the other thing I should say too, if you're interested if you have a question you want me to do a video on in a future episode, send an email to ask@SaturdayMP.com, SaturdayMP.com, or leave comments down below. So for example, in last week's video, we were playing the game The Human Resource Machine. Someone left a potential solution for that. So for one of the challenges I was trying to solve. So I think the next video I'll record will be that. So, but all right. Yeah, I didn't see their comment until just recently. I've been just busy with other stuff. So, okay. So let's check out what's going on here. So we have, basically this virtual machine here. You can see it's got a bunch of in this case, it's an Ubuntu virtual machine. It doesn't have any client work on it. I tend to isolate each client to their own virtual machine. Just makes life easier that way. But it has a bunch of smaller, open source projects or just stuff I muck around with on there. So I want to convert this to Hyper-V. So let's stop this machine here. Just power that off. I should say I didn't convert this particular machine to Hyper-V. I actually reinstalled Ubuntu, the latest version. That was just easier on Hyper-V. But I did convert some other ones, such as a client's Windows desktop machine and stuff like that. So, okay, so we got that stopped. Now, the first thing we want to do when we convert is to use the StarWind converter here, which you can download. I have it right here, a StarWind converter. So if you just Google StarWind V2V converter, you can download it. You have to enter your email address and stuff here, but it's nice that they provide a free one. So if you really don't want to enter your email, I guess you can use a temporary email address. There's lots of services on the web that'll let you do that. Yeah, so I'm not sure what all their other stuff does, and honestly, I'm not really quite sure what StarWind does. They seem to be something with data centers, either providing machines or software for that. But yeah, they have this. They're very kind enough to provide this V2V, which I'm assuming means virtual machine to virtual machine converter. So just download that, install it, and you'll have this set up on your machine. In our case, in my case, I just wanted to convert the hard drives. I didn't really care about the virtual machines themselves. I did try to convert one, and it didn't work as well. Like so in my case, I'm just converting the hard drives from one storage format to another. In our case, it's the VMware file storage format to the Hyper-V one. So in here, and then you just have to pick the file name. So in my case, you just find the virtual machine, or sorry, the VMware hard disk. And in our case, so we have the multiple disks, so you just pick the main one. And actually, this is going to give us an error at first. So if you get a weird error like this, one thing you need to do is you need to unencrypt your virtual machine. So if your virtual machine is encrypted, you will need to unencrypt it. So let's go do that now. So in our case in VMware, the encryption is here. Remove the encryption. Oh, I need the password. Oh, I don't have enough disk space. Oh, how much do I need? Okay, let me pause this video and free up some disk space. Hold on for 1 second. All right, we're back. Let's see if we got enough room now. So we should be able to, yeah, okay. All right, so I'm not sure how long this will take. I might pause it. This is why it's mostly live. I wonder if this will take a while. So it's looking like it might. So I might pause the video again and go get a snack and then come back when it's done. So yeah, basically, the other thing I should note while this is happening, if you are switching a Windows guest virtual machine to, you should, if you have it set up using, what the heck are those things called? Like a product key, like you've registered it in some way, shape, or form, you should unregister that version of Windows. That's something that bit me when I transferred a client virtual machine from VMware to Hyper-V, is when I started up in Hyper-V, it basically complained, Windows complained, this is a Windows 11 guest, complained that my registration was no longer valid because the hardware had changed or something along those lines. So basically what I had to do is go back to the Windows 11 VM virtual machine, unregister that key, and then convert it over, and then basically reinstall it in Hyper-V and re-register it. Then I could use the same key again to register it. So just make sure you do that if you're using a Windows machine. So, okay, well, I'll pause this, and then when this is done, we'll get back to it. All right, we're back, and the encryption is done, or decryption is done, so that's good. So we should be able to now try this again. There we go. All right, so now we don't get an error. And then we want to put this somewhere. So I'm just going to put it on a local file on the local machine. And we want, sorry, this one, this VHVDX one. And we want in our case, we want the VDX global image. I don't believe I picked this repair mode. I'm not 100% sure what that does. So there we go. And then let's just put it, where do we want to put it? Let's put it in a different folder for now. So where do we have this? Under virtual machines. So let's put it back under virtual machines. Let's just call it new. 220 Hyper-V. All right, so let's just put it there. Save that, and then convert it. All right, so again, this might take a couple minutes. I wonder if a lot of pausing in this video. I didn't think about that when I did this. I don't remember how long this takes. 3. Oh, maybe it's not too bad. Well, I think I'll pause it anyway. I don't know, my videos get a little long. I don't have much to say right now, so I'll pause this and when it gets back, but it'll convert the file. And then the other thing, so I'll let this conversion finish. Well, maybe I'll show that real quick because then I actually have to enable Hyper-V. See, you can't have VMware Workstation running at the same time you have Hyper-V enabled. So I'll have to enable Hyper-V and then restart my Windows 10. It says you don't have to, but I've always ran into trouble if I don't reboot my Windows Workstation if I enable or disable Hyper-V. So, okay, so let's stop this and we'll be back in a second. I wonder if people will be this is a curious video. Lots of pausing. Thanks for your patience. All right, we're back again. As you can see, it was done successfully. We don't need to convert another image, so let's just close that, and then I'm going to Windows. Does it turn on and off Windows features? All right, so let's go to Hyper-V because I had to turn it off to run the VM there. All right, and then I'm going to turn the hypervisor back on. This part's nice and quick, but again, sometimes it seems like it works, other times it just doesn't, so I always just reboot my machine. So once this is done, all right, Windows completed the requested changes. So, yeah, we'll reboot the machine again here. So, we'll reboot it, and then we'll come back. All right, so let's stop this. Okay, so well, let's see. You'll see me in like a second, but I'll see you in like 5 minutes or something. All right, we're back again. It's turned out to be more than 5 minutes. I think it's another day now. I got distracted doing other things. So let's finish this video off here. I'm pretty easily distracted. Shiny squirrels. Lots of minor things to do lately. So I'm trying to remember where the heck oh yeah. So we need to we created the new image here, and now we need to add it. Excuse me. We need to we copied the hard drive, and now we need to add it to, or converted the hard drive, and now we need to add it to Hyper-V. So let's just call this Ubuntu Example, and then I like to put by default, Hyper-V will put your hard drives and your virtual machine config file, put them all in different locations. So I like to put it all under one, and I also like to put it on a different hard drive than my operating system. I find that's better performance for your virtual machines. So, okay, so in this case, we need to do this as a generation 1 machine. I think I forgot to show, but the VMware image that we copied did not have any secure boot or UEFI set up for it. So from my understanding, there needs to be a generation 1 machine. If you're migrating an Ubuntu image that has secure boot and stuff like that, the UEFI based firmware, then you can do generation 2. But in our case, we need to do generation 1. You can always upgrade that later if you need to as well. So once you convert it, there's steps to do it. So 16.384. Whoops. Oh. Numluck's not on. There we go. Okay. It doesn't matter if he's dynamic memory or not. Just connect it. Okay, so in this case, we're going to attach a hard drive later just because I want the folders to exist so I can copy the hard drive file to the correct folder structure. So just create everything, and then we also need to just. Okay, so actually, before we do that, let's copy the hard drive over. So let me drag that over here. Where are we? Here we are. Okay. So virtual machines. Here's our Hyper-V one. Let's put that under D. I think it just calls it virtual hard disks. Okay, so let's just create a folder like that. Might as well keep that same example. Virtual hard disks. All right, we'll just put it in there. All right, so that'll take hopefully not long. Guess we'll see. And then while we're waiting for that, we might as well do a couple other things. So remember, this is a version 1, so it's going to look a little different if you used a version 2. We won't do any encryption or anything in memory. So I have a Threadripper, so we got lots of CPUs. I got like 32 cores or something. So let's add those. D&D drive, or D&D DVD drive. Don't need any of those. We'll turn on the guest services later. We're just get it running for now. Sure, checkpoints are fine. Where's it putting the checkpoints? Under D, yeah. And then, so let's supply that, and then we'll add that hard drive once this is done. So we'll let it go for, 6 minutes. Okay, so hopefully that won't take long. Yeah, you can see here I have my other, I removed the client ones here. I actually wrapped up some client work at the end of October, so I was able to remove them. So it's kind of a nice thing with when you have all your VMs separate. When you're done work with a client, it's easy just to archive that VM or just delete it. Because a lot of times too, I need to, like, my contract states I got to get rid of everything when a contract's over. So I usually keep around for a week or two when the work is done, just in case anyone asks for anything or I forgot something weird like that. Yeah, a couple weeks or a month, and then I purge the entire thing, which is a good habit to get into. I think just it's kind of like deleting data you don't need. No one can hack your system, or you can't leak data if it's not there. So, but these WS just stands for workstation. So I use Kali for like hack the box and doing stuff like that. This is my new workstation I set up, the Ubuntu 24, which I'm having a little bit of trouble with. So I don't know if Ubuntu 24 plays nice with Hyper-V yet. Maybe they got to fix some things in it. And then this is my Windows 11 workstation I use for internal projects. So I think I might also try creating this workstation as a Windows Linux subsystem, or Windows Subsystem Linux, WSL. Because I'm having trouble with this, so I might try that, because I was doing some reading earlier today that you can have. One of the reasons I didn't do that in the first place is I was just used to virtual machines, and you can't really do a Windows subsystem. But then I didn't know at first. It didn't seem like at first when I played around with it, you could have multiple subsystems for Linux. So it looked like you'd have multiple ones, but the problem was they had to be different versions of Linux. But I was doing some reading where you can have multiple versions, or like you can have Ubuntu 24, and you can have that multiple times. So it kind of depends what the next client will be. I do a little bit of work, like kind of a secondary. Like I guess my main client wrapped up at the end of October, but I do a little bit of secondary work for another client right now. But I don't need an operating system. It's more like advice. They just kind of call up when they need some help with stuff. And so far I haven't needed, like, it's not really any development work. So just offering advice, helping them out with database queries, stuff like that. So it's been kind of fun. Plus they give some interesting, it's a law firm, so they have some interesting Word documents that I help them out with too. Some, pretty big macros and stuff in there. All right, 3 minutes. Come on, think faster. Yeah, so I don't know if I'll ever try VirtualBox again. I thought about loading that back up, but it's just one less thing to install, I guess, if you have Hyper-V. And like I said, I really noticed the performance when I moved my Windows. Like the client in October was a Windows one. And a couple of months, like I started them towards the beginning of the year, and I had it in VMware. And then I moved them to Hyper-V. And I definitely noticed a performance improvement when I did that for that client. So maybe Windows just plays better with it too. But yeah, maybe we'll try Ubuntu with a Windows subsystem for Linux. So if you tried that, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you've done the Windows subsystem for Linux, and if you've done it, like ideally I'd have one Windows subsystem for Linux for each client. And I think like you can't run a full desktop, but you can still run some desktop apps in there. I think that would be good enough for me. I could even have, I don't mind having the, do I? I guess I don't mind having the IDEs on my local desktop. That's not, or the host machine. That's not a huge pain. So it sounds like that's something you can set up pretty easily. So, and then I wouldn't have to worry about. The reason I often set up clients in different virtual machines is just to keep all the code isolated. And every once in a while they have some weird configurations. So like this old client had SQL Server, certain version, older version of SQL Server that I need to have installed to use. So that's why I like those virtual machines, because I can have multiple different clients. Say they have different versions of SQL Server, and it's all just isolated on a VM. They don't pollute each other. The data is not getting polluted. Not that that's a big issue. And it's just, I don't know, just nice and neat and clean. I know Docker's done quite a bit for it. It seems weird. Oftentimes on a virtual machine and then Docker inside that virtual machine, but I really like the idea of having all my clients just kind of nicely segregated, nicely separated into their own little buckets. So, okay, 20 seconds. All right, we're almost done. So, what was I doing here? Oh yeah, I was going to attach a hard drive here. Interesting. So there's an IDE controller and a SCSI controller. Huh. So I don't know if it really matters which one we attach it to. Probably going to get better performance at the SCSI, I think. So let's add a hard drive. Browse. We want on the D drive, Hyper-V, example, virtual hard disk. There it is. Okay, so that's all good. So we can apply that. I think that's everything we need. And then we can look at studying. We'll set up the guest services after. So let's just run this and get it working. So connect. It's not connected. That's fine. So we can put this over here so we can see it. Let's see if this thing fires up. So, okay, well, that looks good. I don't. Oh, it's trying to use enhanced desktop. I don't know. Is that going to work? Oh, maybe it will. Or maybe not. I might have to turn off enhanced desktop because I don't think I have the correct tools installed on the. Oh, I'm running the wrong. I started the wrong one. Let's turn it off. So this is one of the problems I have is with this new Ubuntu. If for some reason if you try to connect to it right away, it won't connect. You have to actually let it run for like 20 seconds and then remote into it. Okay, let's try the correct one. I was like, I didn't think the enhanced. Yeah, the enhanced session. I think I had that off, right? For this one. Yeah, the guest services and stuff is off, so. Boot failure. Oh, what did I screw up here? Let's turn that off. Oh, we don't have a. Oh, okay. I can't put it as a SCSI because there's no boot order for that. Okay, so let's. Can I just. Okay, let's just get rid of this. Remove. Controller 1, controller 0. Does it matter? Sure it's added. What's my boot order? ID, probably controller 0. Okay. Okay. Well, Hyper-V. All right, so then let's apply that. All right, let's try this again. Okay, that's looking better. I think. All right, there we go. All right, cool. We're in. So, yeah. So, right. Okay. So I don't have. Oh, so I don't know if I could run. Oh, that's a good point. I don't know if I could run Docker inside of this because can I even do that on? Oh, interesting. Okay, maybe I would have to upgrade that one later. Okay, so for now, let's see if we can get an enhanced desktop to work. So I need to go, hopefully people can see this, it's not too small. It's the Linux Azure. I think, I can't remember if it's this or, oops, I forgot to do this first. Update first. I think I have a bunch of outdated stuff because I have this kind of languished in VMware. I didn't use it. So you need to have these Azure. I don't know if you need them in there, but it's recommended. Floppy disk. Do I have a floppy disk set up on this thing? Oh, we have Comport. Oh, we do have a diskette drive. Oh yeah, none. Okay. All right, hurry up. Oh, then we'll remove the other, the VMware tools on here too. What the heck are they called? I think it's VM Open. Take a look here. VMware Linux guest package. No, it's not this. What the heck's it called again? Oh yeah, Open VM Tools Desktop. Okay. So get rid of that. Oh yeah, it doesn't like that. Remove Open VM Tools. I think if we get rid of that, should also get rid of the desktop one. Yeah, okay. So we don't need those, those can go away. All right. I'll just clean that up a bit. That's really error note. Okay. So that's all good. So now I think I should see if I did this right. Just log out. If I did this right, I should be able to shut that down. Okay, if we go to settings and I go guest services, I should be able to now use the enhanced desktop. Let's see if that works. Or can you, maybe you can't use enhanced session if it's a, let's see, Hyper-V Generation 1 enhanced session. Oh, did I turn it on here? Oh, that didn't seem to work. Let's see. Shut you down. So there's a couple things. Start, don't do anything. Stop. Turn off the virtual machine. Oh, maybe I can't. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Let's see. So if I look at this guy. Where's that option again? Yeah, enhanced session mode. Oh, it should. Well, let's try it one more time. If it doesn't work, I think this is still good enough. We were able to convert or move the virtual machine over. Let's see, oh, we got started. Oh, I don't have, I need to probably enable remote desktop on this. Shoot, that's what I need to do. So let's log into this. And then there's actually, if you go, that's what we're missing. Ubuntu GitHub Hyper-V not GPU acceleration. GitHub Hyper-V remote test. Where is it? Yeah, it was me trying to figure out some GPU stuff the other day. Enhanced session. There was a script. Some guy had a script for it. Enhanced session script. Oh yeah, this looks like it here, but people just kept forking it. Hyper-V, Ubuntu, enhanced session. Okay. What is the path to that scripture? Oh yeah, this one. Linux VMs tools. Not that one, this guy. So you want to go here and you want to install. Oh, actually, we should do this inside of here. Let's open up a terminal. We are in, what is it, Alan? Determine Linux version. LSB. Alright, so we're Ubuntu 22. So we want this path here. So do sure, let's just put it in the downloads folder. wget https github.com. No, I want the raw. This is what I want here. raw.github usercontent.com Linux VM tools refs. Don't think I need the ref. Let's just do it. Ref heads master Ubuntu 2022.04 install.sh. Linux VM tools ref heads master Ubuntu. HINARA. Yeah, so I don't think I need. Is it just this? Oh. Ubuntu. Oh yeah, Linux VM tools ref heads master. Okay, so it found that part's correct. HINARA master. Yeah, it should be just this raw. Okay. hub user content. Ubuntu 22.04. Yeah. I must have a typo somewhere. HINARA Linux VM tools. Oh, refs. There we are. Oh, sorry about that. All right, and then make this executable. And then let's, do you need to be, yeah, you gotta run it with the root. So sudo, obviously you should read this script before you run it. Oh, it's gonna do a bunch of updates, dang it, because I'm so out of date. Yeah, what it does is it just installs remote desktop for you. Because you need that for the way Enhanced Session works for Hyper-V is it's really just a remote desktop connection. So let's see if it'll do the whole thing. Yeah, what does it do? Yeah, it sets up the ports and everything for you. Yeah, I guess it runs the upgrade. I'll probably have to reboot this. I was hoping not to have to upgrade all my VM, but oh well. Guess I should have done that first. Okay, we'll see if that works, and then call it good. If not, I still think that's pretty useful. People could figure out how to show people how to migrate a hard disk from one virtual machine platform to another. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that's a lot of updates. Oh, sorry, I had to all watch this. Maybe I'll just pause it while it's doing its thing. Alright, we're back. It's done. Man, a lot of pauses in this video. Alright, alright, we have to reboot, so let's just restart this. Restart. I don't have to run it once more, but I won't have to install anything because I think it just quits. Yeah, it does upgrades and reboot is required. Run the script again, and then we should have enhanced session. So, and then maybe a future video. I don't know if people are really interested. Let me know, and we can look at how to update a Generation 1 machine, Hyper-V machine, to Generation 2, because I think that's what we need for that virtualization. Yeah, let me know. So downloads, sudo install. Oh, it keeps screwing up a Docker desktop. That's weird. Okay, so that looks good. We can exit out of this. And this time we'll power it off. And then we'll start it up. Oh yeah, I guess I could turn off those snapshots. I probably should. This take a while. A lot of waiting in this video. Well, thank you very much for your patience if you're watching this. Okay, cool. It's done. It's running. Okay, let's connect. Let's see if we get the enhanced session going. Oh no, we didn't. Did I install everything correctly? Let's see. Desktop sudo/install. Oh no, not that. Downloads. Oh, maybe I didn't clean everything up. Okay, sudo. Let's just clean everything up. Okay, let's try this one more time, and then if this doesn't work, we'll just call this video good. No. Oh yeah, I was going to turn off checkpoints. Let's do that one. Can I turn it off? Well, let's... Boom. Dang it. Don't get the enhanced session. Oh, do I have to... Oh no, I do have guest services on. Okay. I do have it on here, right? Oh, that's a real shame. Nope, no enhanced session. All right. Well, I think we'll have to call it for today. Like I said, these videos are mostly live. We all get to learn something and watch me fail. So if you have any suggestions or a solution to this problem, or you want to see me figure out more with the virtual machines, give me a shout. Ask at SaturdayMP.com, ask@SaturdayMP.com, or just leave some comments below. Of course, if you like what you saw, you can share it with others, especially if you're like sharing, like, man, look at this guy struggle. What a dum-dum. Share this with others, like and subscribe. And again, yeah, if you have suggestions on how you could do this better, leave some notes below and maybe I'll re-record a video with doing it properly. Or we can pair together and record a video. That would be pretty interesting too. So thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day and I'll talk to you later.